Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are out in Kalamazoo, Michigan, heading to the Kalamazoo Antiques Market. Let me check my handy dandy Antique Shops of Michigan booklet and see what they got to say about Kalamazoo. And there we go. Maybe, yep. So, right there, Kalamazoo Antiques Market. Nothing other than the hours, location, contact number. But Kalamazoo is a nice, ooh, I'm slipping. Kalamazoo is a nice old town. Not my kind of place though, I will say, just because it's not my, it's a big city. So you're downtown, a lot of traffic. Not my kind of place, but I think this antique store is gonna be really nice. So I'm excited to go in and go check this place out. Of course, got Amber with me. Gonna go do some GoProing, run through this, give you guys a small tour, and then hopefully you guys stop on and check it out. I mean, Kalamazoo has so much to offer. I mean, you're not gonna, if you need food and drink and anything you want to come to, Kalamazoo is a huge town, so I know you'll be able to get to it. So you'll be able to get a little bit of antiquing in too while you're out here. So let's get inside, we'll walk around, do a tour, and maybe we come home with something. We actually went out to Burgess Antique Center on our way to here and bought a bunch of cool stuff. So hopefully our luck continues and we get some cool stuff here. So let's run inside and we'll talk to you guys soon. All right, so this is kind of Kalamazoo where we're at. As you guys can see, a bunch of big buildings, brick buildings, nice old town here. And we're running this way to check it out. So let's get inside and see what they got. Yeah, nice old building. Let's go inside and take a look.
You coming in, huh? Yes. All right.
All right, so first impressions when I walked into the Kalamazoo Antique Market was definitely that old style building, which means the old architecture was inside, which I thought was really cool. Then you come out and you see a Detroit Tigers Comerica mirror right away. Obviously, being a Michigan native, that, you know, the Detroit Tigers always have a, you know, a soft spot in my heart for many years, even though these last few years have been rough for the Tigers. But yeah, as we got going here, great customer service, got greeted right when we walked in. That glitter Santa up top there, something we talk about at the end of the video, was a really cool piece. We talked to the worker behind the counter and they actually got hold of the owner because there was no price on it. Turns out they wanted $145 for it, which I was thinking they were going to want $300-$400 for. Like I said, when we first came into Kalamazoo, we thought it was going to be a higher end area. So we were a little concerned about what we'd be able to buy, but they came back and they wanted $145 for it. They said they'd take $125, which like I said, I thought was an amazing price, but the tree was busted on it. So we didn't really want to take a chance on buying something that was already broke. So passed on that, but then you walk right in here and then of course Amber found the Christmas stuff as soon as possible. They had a lot of really cool old antique Christmas items. Priced accordingly. I don't think they were overpriced. They were just priced where they should be. So yeah, she had a good time looking through that. A few of the Easter items as well I thought were pretty cool. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. This place was pleasantly surprised about this place. Not that I had any misconceptions of the shop. I just had, you know, the area I knew was a little different area than ours, so we thought the price would be higher. But man, we sure did find prices to be very affordable. So I mean, if you guys are going to come out here to take a trip, there's definitely multiple antique shops out in Kalamazoo that are well worth a trip to come check out, and you know you're not going to get outpriced very badly. So yeah, that was a welcome sight. There was a nice little cool dragon, little Chinese dragon. I think that's a New Year's dragon, whatever they're called. Figurine I thought was really cool. Again, I don't know what I'd do with it. There's so many things I just see that I think are so cool, and then I'm like, man, what would I even do with that? I don't have the room for it, but I always think they're cool. I'd love to collect as much of this stuff as I can, honestly. And this place had some cool, they had like 3 or 4 unique items, you know, with the Santa Claus. Then when we get to the other room, there's some unique items there as well. So, but yeah, other than that, this place, again, the customer service was great. The worker behind the counter was there to help us with anything. And then the owner actually stopped in because I think he was at a shop next door. So we sat and talked to him for a little bit. That was another great person to talk to as well. But yeah, as you guys will come upon in this booth here, they had a nice little variety of Pyrex, the glassware, just a lot, like I said, a lot of really unique items. Again, this Santa hat was really cool. I thought Amber would want that. I think they wanted gosh, I thought it was either 35, 45. I can't remember what they wanted for it, but I thought it was enough. It was enough where I had to stop and ask Amber real quick if she wanted it. But again, of course, what do you do with just the Santa hat? But that was definitely an older one. I think it was the 1930s or 40s. Again, a really cool piece. They had a lot of those kind of items there. That cabinet in the back there was another nice piece. The little medicine cabinet. But everything was displayed really well. You could shop it very easily. A lot of room to maneuver around. Amber had her purse, not to run into anything. Their vendors are had everything very well decorated too, which is a welcome addition to any shop. So you can come in and you ain't gotta just sneak by people and creep your way through everything. So that was very fun as well. But then came across this booth on the other side. This totem pole I thought was really cool. And again, I think it was only priced at like $75, but for a wooden totem pole, you don't see those. You see those priced usually a lot more. And I know it's probably super old, but I thought that was a really cool piece. And then the chandelier right above it. Again, I'm always a sucker for those chandeliers. I think those are so beautiful. And we actually have a couple in the shop too. We actually found this pig out in Lake Odessa at Bonanza Antiques. I think it was $175 there, and I think they only had it for I think it was $145 at Bonanza, and I think it was only like $75 there, which again, it's a really good price. That's a life-size Samuel Adams Stein. That thing was humongous. I bet you that thing was probably 3 foot tall. And again, I think they had $65 on it, 50 or $65. Again, I think it's a great price, just not enough room to resell. But anybody that's out there collecting, you're going to find a lot of really cool stuff here that you could easily bring home. Because not everybody's a reseller like we are. So, I mean, we try to put that into accountability as well when we're telling you guys about these great shops that are out there. They did have a lot of, not a lot, but they had a nice little collection of Hummels too. Hummels are really funny. I mean, something that was really, really popular and had a good value for a while, and then it kind of just fell off the market for, whatever reason it may be, overproduction or, just people have bought so much of them that it just kind of, flooded the market and the prices went down. But I think it's one of those things too, once the internet came out, the precious moment, Hummel market, Avon market really took a dive because they found out, everybody collected that stuff. So it made all their rare stuff not so rare anymore. So yeah, we always kind of walk by Hummel stuff and kind of let go of those because those are tough. Those are tough to do much with. Now this old football here, this is a little personal thing with me. I like those. This was actually signed by a Michigan State football player. So the autograph I didn't care about, but I always try to collect odd footballs. Like I think I got like a XFL football, Arena League football, obviously an NFL football. But I always try to, these different leagues that have come about throughout the years. I always try to snag one of their collectible, life or their authentic footballs out of their stadium. So I thought that was pretty cool. Again, the autograph kind of turned it off for me just because I didn't care enough about the player to grab one for an autograph. So. But yeah, they had a great variety here as well. You're going to see, like you see there, the vintage clothing. You're going to see glassware. We've seen Fenton. We've seen Roseville. We've seen Hull pottery. You've seen cast iron, holiday, comics, sports stuff, sports memorabilia, books. I mean, they really had a great variety here, which again is it's so nice. I think people need to understand how much a variety means to a shopper. Because, you're not just catering to one group and one person. So you have to cater to everybody. So to have the more variety, the better. And Kalamazoo definitely had the variety, which was a very welcome addition there. But yeah, I think Amber took a lot of time in a lot of these booths because this is a lot more of her territory and stuff. And I'm glad she gets to go with me so you guys can see too. Because you guys always assume what I pick up and what I, me and her have such a different taste, which I'm sure a lot of you guys watching the video compared to also me have a different taste. So when you guys see something, I'm just like pass by, don't even, put two glances at, her being there also gives a different eye as well. And you guys will see that at the end of the video. When she buys something at the end of the video, I buy something at the end of the video. So they definitely hit both of our markets. Now, pins are really funny to me. I really like these old pins because we were talking as we were going through those, how very little people, you don't really see much pins anymore. You don't see people supporting anything through pins, being either a presidential candidate or a cause that they're behind. You just don't see that anymore of people wearing pins to commemorate stuff. So seeing those, read them. I think there was some Bill Clinton ones in there and Hillary Clinton, and I thought those were really, really cool. And definitely something I probably could have sold, but just the prices were too close to what, and then you have to display pins, and how hard are pins to display? I mean, they're nearly impossible to display. That ship up there was so cool. I thought that was really neat. Again, nowhere to put it, nothing to do with it. But again, you guys, I'm telling you, this place was great to come in and see a lot of really unique items that you could, easily, pick up and, if it's up your alley to collect, I mean, definitely hop on board and pick those up as well. Car collectors, I mean, like I said, variety. I mean, it's the best way I could describe this place. There's just so many cool things here that we were just very pleasantly surprised with everything of how this store turned out for us. I mean, I heard good things about it, so I wasn't down in nothing. I was just more surprised that the prices were so affordable. We could come in and I could definitely go back there and buy a few more things. So yeah, this is the last little bit of it here, guys. We'll wrap this up and we'll stay tuned for the end of the video where we show you guys what we picked up, because there's a lot of cool things we got. So, all right, so Kalamazoo Antique Market is in the books. That was a lot of fun. I like that place. It's an old building, old town. Very pleasantly surprised. I thought the prices were not too bad.
No,
we bought a few things, so I can show you that off in a minute. But other than that, very nice customer service. Lady was very nice that was running the shop. They had a couple cool things in there that that were pretty unique that I liked. The glitter Santa was really cool. The tree was busted on it though. They had $145 on it. They told you to do it for $125. It was a great price. If it didn't have the busted tree, I would have bought it. Other than that, like I said, I think Amber looked a lot more around stuff than I did. Again, I bought something out of there, so I consider that a good thing for me. But what do you have to say?
Oh, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun. Like I said, displayed very nice. The prices weren't terrible. For Kalamazoo, I was thinking it was going to be way more pricier. It actually wasn't. It was a good shop. Nope,
it's definitely one to come see. There's the Heritage Company right next door. I heard that's a really good shop. And then there's another one in town too. Garden House, I think is his name. We don't have a chance to go to that one today, but I know there's a couple good shops in here, not just this one. So you can definitely make a trip of coming out to Kalamazoo and checking out some antiquing out here. But yeah, let's go through what we got real quick. I'll do mine first because I think I got the cool thing.
I'm just trying to make it.
Oh, you're good.
Hey,
so this is a bar guide. So what you do is you can there's numbers. There's numbers right there. And you go to the number right there. And then it tells you how to make the drink. So I thought that was really cool. We paid $12 for it. I'm gonna put 25 on it in the shop. Just a kind of unique piece. I told you, I'm always looking for the unique stuff I haven't seen before. So that was one of those things. So I was happy to pick that up. And then Amber picked up something for her kitchen. So let's see what that is real quick. We of course have the red, because her colors are red, white, and blue in the kitchen.
It's a 3-piece tin set for $10.
$10 is a really good deal. Like I said, not a huge store, but definitely you could spend about a half hour in there. I mean, looking around really intently, because there's a lot of old stuff in there. That's a good antique store. I consider that when you talk about a true antique store, I would say that was it. But the prices weren't a true antique store. I think it was affordable, and you could definitely buy some stuff in there. So yeah, that's Kalamazoo Antique Market. We are now off to Plainwell, Michigan. So stay tuned for the next video for Plainwell Antiques. If you guys want to like, subscribe, comment, share, all that great stuff. Much appreciated, but not required. And of course, if you guys get some time, you want to come out and talk to me or Amber, feel free to stop out and check out our shop and get your antique fix on M66. See you guys later.
Bye.